Hi guys, so I'm just making some little scrappy flowers and I thought I might just turn the camera on and show you what I'm up to today. It's been really rainy here and I thought I'd just stay in and make some little flowers today. So this is what I'm up to. I don't know if they look like flowers. I'm calling them flowers, but maybe, I don't know, little bundles of scrap fabric or something, but I think they turn out super cute. They're just little bits of, I've got some linen, bits of that crocheted tablecloth, some tulle, and bits of wedding dress material. So I have heaps of little itty bitty pieces of wedding dress material. So I thought I would coffee dye some and make some flowers out of them. So I'm using a mix of, I'll show you my little box. Sorry, you're so close up because I'm actually sitting down today. Usually when I film I stand up and I'm sitting down today. So I've moved my little camera holder, which is actually an American Express brochure holder. If you haven't seen my camera setup, I'm going to put a link in the comments box below so you know what I'm talking about. So my camera, I've moved down a shelf. I've just got these little bits of like satin. So that's a piece of satin, that's not coffee dyed. There's bits of linen, like I think this one might have been a bed sheet that I coffee dyed. Bits of tulle, little lacy bits off wedding dresses, and some maybe little bits of tablecloths, because I've had this box for a while that I just chuck itty bitty scraps in to make flowers. This is some coffee dyed tulle because it was so white. Some, I don't know what that is. Yeah, see, this one's a bit of curtain. What else is in here? This box is just for the neutral tones. So, you know, when you chop up the crocheted tablecloths to get the little doilies off. Some of those. I think I've got some little doilies left in here. Yeah. Oops. Don't want that guy in there. Yeah, got some of these the little centers. Anyway, you get the gist. Just all little itty bitty scraps that I kind of chuck in here, the neutral tones. And then I've got one of my button boxes. This is the main one I work out of. So I've just got a mix of all different colours. And I'm trying to get rid of some of the browns. Because I've got too many. This is not all of them. I've got like a biscuit tin full of brown buttons. Those were from my mother. And so this is how they come up. And I thought they'd make cute little flowers, or I don't know, stick them on pockets or tuck spots, or just little embellishments, journal covers, wherever. Some I've put the, oops, I hope you can see it if I'm not, hope I'm not off camera or it's not blurry. It's really hard to see when I sit down. That's why I always stand up. Some I've put the thread on top and some I've stitched from the bottom. But I really like how they come up. This one's cute. Yeah, I think I started putting all the string on top at first, and now I've started putting them at the bottom. This one I've used some rough twine. It's a thin one, it's not the big thick one. Actually, I think this was gardening twine from my dad's. So I was using this at first, but when you pull it through, all these little hairs come out and go everywhere like this, and it was kind of bugging me. So I've just switched to a cotton string, but this is all I've got left on that ball, so I don't know what I'll use, but I'll show you what I do. I just pick bits out of my... Here, let me shuffle these guys over. Actually, this little guy's cute. I like this guy. He's smaller. And some of the layers, sometimes it's a bit covered. You can't see. Like, you can't see this layer. This layer actually, it's wedding dress material, but it's got a silvery shimmer to it. But you can't see it because it's kind of covered. But as long as little bits poke out here and there to give it that little effect of, I don't know, little leaves or petals or something. But I try not to overthink them if you make them. I was actually making these for my Etsy shop because I haven't had any flowers in there for ages, and I used to just make little boho scrappy round flowers mostly. Actually, I think they're the only ones I've had in my Etsy shop. But yeah, I need some for journals. I haven't had any embellishments for journals in ages, like ready-made. I've been making stuff as I go, which kind of annoys me. Anyway, so I kind of start with a bigger piece. So this one I'm going to do the tie at the bottom. So I just start with a bigger piece. And I just stick bits on, to be honest. I don't try not to overthink it. Sometimes I do try and rearrange my little petals, but I'm trying not to because otherwise they take forever. And I also try not to snip it down to size, which is just what I did then. But yeah, I'd kind of just try and throw on. Actually, some of them I have to snip because I don't know why. I haven't cut the tulle properly here. But yeah, I try not to overthink it, otherwise it takes forever. And I just want them to be quick little flowers. Although I do shuffle around this box a lot, like I can't stop shuffling. I want to put this guy on top, but I want a brownie piece between. Where's the little piece? This guy maybe. Too big. No, he's too big. I'm going to have to chop one. Oh, some of this wedding dress material is like super strong. It's impossible to rip either way. Like there's no against the grain type thing. Where'd that little piece go? This was like, I don't know, this bit was all pulled. I think it was from the hem and there was some damage on the wedding dress. I'm so sick of cutting up wedding dresses. When Jeanette from Scrapping Happy did an unboxing of my wedding dress pack, she purchased a pack and she did an unboxing. Then, because she's got quite a few subbies, and her subbies, they were all so nice. They all came over and so many of them bought a pack. I'm sure they were from her channel because it was straight after her unboxing. And it kind of went crazy. I didn't have enough cut up and I was sitting there all night chopping wedding dresses. And I'm so sick of it now. I kind of want a smaller button, but I don't have a lot of little ones. They're all these medium ones, but this guy will do. Yeah, and that's all I do. I just chuck a bunch of layers on, pull it through a bit. Now, I know, Krista, if you're watching, I know you're going to do some really amazing version of this. Krista loves making scrappy stuff as well, I think. She uses a lot of recycled stuff, and I love when she sees something that she likes and then she goes off and makes it, but her version is always so beautiful. See this little guy? I like him. I don't like this corner, it's a bit too exposed. I might snip him a bit there, but anyway, then I just tied off. Okay, I'm not going to be able to tie a knot on camera, am I? I'm too gooberish. I really want to get a proper camera. I have to ask JD what sort she got. And I do have a tripod actually. My dad gave me a tripod, but it's an old camera tripod. I don't know if I can rig it up so that my mobile phone can sit on it. Because I've only got two views. This view, which is like you're really close to my desk. You're like probably 40 centimeters from my desk. Like I'm not zoomed in, I'm just so close to the camera. And the higher one, which is the one I normally film on, but that one I'm standing up all the time and it's hard to do crafty videos standing up. Anyway, look at this guy. Aren't they cute? Oops, is that focused? Probably too close. Actually, I might leave that bit poking out. So, because it's really easy for me to go off target because of how I work, I try and only use what I've put in front of me. So, sorry, I shook the camera. So here, my little box of, you know, neutral fabrics that I've got in here, I will, well, what I used to do, I would start using this because that's what I want to do. Just make a bunch this same color, you know, just a bunch like this. And what I always do, I always end up going off and I'll see like a blue fabric over there, which I have this little scrap of blue fabric next to me and red fabric. And so I'll think, ooh, I'll make a blue one now. And so then I'll start making a blue one. And then I'll start pulling out other bits of fabric and this, that, and the other. And before you know it, I'm like knee deep in fabric again and making something other than what I set out to do. So like last night, I just chopped up some more fabric and I thought, that's it. I'm only allowed to use what's in this box. Actually, that guy looks too small there for me. I need a bigger guy. Yeah, and I thought I'm only allowed to use what's in this box. That's it. And no getting sidetracked using other colours or other material. You may not be able to tell on camera, but this is like white and this is the same fabric, but it's coffee dyed. And Krista, I'm so happy you're on your way back from holidays. I've actually missed watching her channel. That's Krista from Second Chance Creations. She's gone on a little camping trip. And I was used to getting up every day and watching one of her videos, but now she's like been off for a month or so. What can I put on, actually? Oh no, see, I'm doing that thing where I start trying to make it fit. I actually think they're better when they're really random. You just chuck it on and don't try and, you know, arrange it so much. But I can't help it sometimes. Okay, what else? This guy. And I want a teeny tiny piece for the top. Actually, Wendy Mason made some really pretty flowers yesterday for her little Zibbet shop. I'll put the links to Krista and Wendy down below. You probably, I think all my subbies know her already. Know both of them. But she makes really beautiful flowers. Mine are always really shabby. Actually, I don't know, what do you call this? Are they rustic? I don't know. I just think they're scrappy, not shabby. But yeah, her flowers are really beautiful. Actually, I think I got sidetracked. I put a packet in my cart because I wanted to send somebody some. But then I think I got a phone call and forgot about it. They might be sold now. Yeah, check out her little Zibbet store. They were really cheap as well. Really, and they're really so pretty. Actually, the only pretty ones I make, I don't have one left. I might have shown it on a video ages ago. I kind of cut circles and out of material that will melt. And I just melt the circles over a candle flame. Oops, I need to check how long. My camera cuts off at 20 minutes, which is annoying. I don't know if it's a setting that I can change. Yeah, anyway, I just cut circles and I melt it over a camera flame. Isn't that pretty? It's so cute. I love these scrappy little flowers. Yeah, and I melt a whole bunch of little circles over a candle flame and then just layer them up, and they look like gardenias or something like that. Really pretty. I have trust issues with knots. I always have to do like 1,000. Which I hate. I don't know why I keep doing it, because when I sew my signatures in, sometimes I feel like there's a little bump under there because I've tied so many knots. See, look, isn't that really pretty? I don't know if you can see. I really love them, how they're so scrappy and fluffy. And actually, I think I like the knot underneath better than on top. What do you think? Definitely underneath, I think. Maybe I'll snip these guys down. Anyway, I'm going to put some of these in my Etsy shop. And if you've made it this far, put a little comment down below. Actually, give me a name of these. Name them for me. Are these, what are they? Rustic scrappy flowers? I don't know. Leave a little name down there for me, and I'm going to pick one name and send you a little pack of 10 if you want them. If you don't want them, don't leave a name. You probably haven't even probably half the people haven't stayed on this long. But look, this guy's really cute. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to keep making some little flowers because I want to put these into my Etsy shop. But yeah, give them a try. Nice and easy. Don't overthink them. Don't be like me and start trying to arrange. Just throw them on, because that's what makes the best flowers. And yeah, leave your little name in the comments box below, and I'll pick one name and send someone a pack of 10. Thanks for watching. Bye.